Hey, good day. Welcome to another episode of Rod Report. I'm your host, your humble host, Robert BOBTV Brown. How you doing today? Sorry I haven't been up here. I've been working heavy on the Bobby Brown show, the live show that's going to take place on Sundays at 11 p.m. and Wednesdays at 11 p.m. It's going to be a brief call in. We'll probably take 5 calls at the end. We're going to have a topic of the day where we'll probably talk about it for 15 to 30 minutes. Then we're going to have a call in for another 15 minutes. And hopefully I get the opportunity to have guests on the show. I never did that, want to do that. People keep telling me I should do that. And I want to have this platform to talk about any and everything concerning life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it's unlimited. Okay, so, all right, so what I want to do right now before I get into the Robert Mueller report thing, I want to talk about something that's very important to me, and it's about this voting issue. Lately, I've been getting some trollers. I kind of like that stuff. But right now, with the way my timing is, I'm struggling to get this channel, this new show started live. I'm still learning the makeups of how to have people come in and be guest appearance, or to have them show up on the screen as a guest. I'm learning that, okay? So I ain't got a lot of time to deal with a bunch of bull crap, what people say concerning this. And I always was told, never ever comment on people who are commenting in the chats. But I like to be personal with the people that watch the show. You know me, working on a mini book called about slut voting. Now, what is a slut voter? A slut voter is somebody who all he want to do is get. What is a slut in general? You got male sluts and female sluts, right? These people are so easy to give up the draws. I mean, I kiss you on the neck. It's over with, girl. You're giving up the draws. You know, that is what is called a slut voter. Somebody who's very easy. You can just give them a little attention, a little time, a little money, a little food. You name it. And then they ready to go to bed with you. And it happens on the guys' end. It happens because you got guy whores. There's more guy sluts as women sluts. Now, what this has to do with politics and voting? A lot of people out here, and it might be you. It was me at one time, but I've learned better. You are willing to vote for anybody, and you don't even know their record. You don't know their positions. You don't know about the policies they push past, present, and may push in the future. You just go in the booth and you see, and I'm voting all Democrats. You don't even know these people. They could be a Democrat that's really a Republican. They're like Joe Manchin, a Democrat in name only, a dino. Well, you just go vote all Republicans. Don't know none of these people. We got to win the House and Senate. But you voting for judges, you voting for councilmen in your city, and you don't even know these people, man. That's what I call a slut. You giving that dude the draws, you giving that girl the draws, and you don't even know them. That's what I call a slut voter. And then you got the Democrats with this any blue will do. Any blue will not do. That's just like saying go to club and sex any girl. Any girl you get is all right. Just, bruh, I'm betting you tonight. I'm getting draws tonight. Any draws will do. No, you bet not. Any draws do not do, because you'll catch a disease. You might get somebody pregnant that you want to get pregnant, some crazy nutso girl. All right, like I said, I used to be this way on both sides. I'm very particular about who I spend my time with. I'm very particular about who I entertain. I don't bring women to my house. I'm very particular. You got to be somebody special that might come visit me. And look, and if I have a female come visit, we ain't going no farther than that couch by the door. Because once you come in here, it might be on. And so I don't put myself in a position like that. And I'm in the same, it's the same way when it comes to voting. I'm not just letting you in, I'm not letting you gotta earn my vote. I want a woman that's gonna respect me, gonna honor me, and look, you're not getting none of this unless you're worthy, because there's certain things I like. And you got to be very special to get those things. Okay? I reserve that to somebody special. Somebody I expect to have a long-term relationship, pretty much marry, and that's how I am about voting. You're not getting my vote just because you're a Democrat. You're not getting my vote just because you're a Republican. There's going to be an exchange for my vote. My vote is valuable. It is precious. It is a commodity. It is like blue chips. It's like chips on a poker game. I'm not playing no game. Look, I am so serious about elections. You can't come to me pulling the black card and think you're going to get my vote when your record shows that you hurt black people in your community, that you got a high record of locking up blacks, a high record of getting free labor off blacks. So you're not going to get my vote. So you can pull a black card, but if I look at your record and I see that you're a black person that push white supremacist policies, what the hell do I look like voting for you? You just a black person that push white supremacist policies. Trump is a white man that push white supremacist policies. I ain't voting for people who push white supremacy policies, whether black or white. And then you come on in with this Bernie Sanders crap. Let me tell you something. I really got to get on you about this, okay? I know some of you are diehard Bernie Sanders supporters. Look, I was down with the program in 2016. Down. I named my channel Bernie or Bust TV. Bob TV came out of Bernie or Bust TV. I had the song Bernie or Bust playing every time the show came on. I gave my commentary, and my platform started off as an energizer to the Bernie or Bust movement to motivate you and inspire you, because people like Tim Black and all them motivated and inspired me. So I wanted to keep you up and up. In this cycle, after I learned some things what's going on in my community, I'm not going to be giving my support to anybody. I can like you. I can like your policies. I can support your policies. But until I see a candidate come out with a black agenda, and yes, that black agenda has a lot to do with reparation. Reparation got to be on the table, Doc. And I don't care if you don't like it or not. You can move on to the next channel. I'd rather go back to 15 people watching me versus 10,000 watching me. I didn't build this. This built on its own. I didn't build it. This channel didn't get built on kissing people behind. I'm not kissing your behind or anybody else's behind. Not on this channel. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to speak a lot on issues concerning my community. Not always. As you see, I'm going to deal with the Mueller situation coming up with Wednesday. I'm not a black community pump out news channel. But I will use my platform to deal with black issues and bring black issues to the forefront. But I'll talk about other issues too. And no black agenda, no black organization is going to control this. No progressive organization is going to control this. No Democrats going to control this. I control this. And I'm not getting cocky and arrogant because, like I said, I can go back to 5 people watching this. 5 channels. I'm not making money on YouTube. Man, they demonetize me left and right. So I'm not in this for the money. And the only way I really can make money is by offering some services or good on the channel that's going to save you money. And then I say out of the savings, take a little bit and throw this way. But I'm not begging you. I'm not asking you for your support. You like the stuff? Support me. Best way to support me? PayPal. Not Super Chat. You want to send some money to Bob TV? Send it through my PayPal channel. Best way to support me is let me do some business with you. I have 2 businesses that I'm offering to people to save them money from legal services and cable services. Take some of the savings and send it my way, or don't. Because my business will take care of this channel That way I don't have to worry about you supporting this channel. You know what it feels like to ask people to support this channel? YouTube sucks so bad. You can spend 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes 5 hours a week, creating content to serve the public, hoping YouTube is going to pay you for per clicks, per views, or whatever. YouTube decide, I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to demonetize you. Who in the hell are you to determine it's not advertiser friendly? I don't give a crap about your advertisers. I don't want you advertising on my channel. I may not like the people who you're advertising on, so why are you putting me on the channel? I gotta watch my own show to see if I make some mistakes, and I gotta see old crooked Tom Perez talk that BS out of his mouth before my show come on. Tom Perez, well, we gotta lead with our values. The Democrats gotta come together. My throat was about to jump out. I'm hurting my throat just trying to talk like that fool. I gotta have him come on my show before I talk. You know how disrespectful that is? And then YouTube want to tell me that I'm advertising. I got to demonetize you because what you're saying is not advertising friendly. I want to be controversial. I want to shake people up. I want to piss people off. I want to make people happy with this channel. I'm just going to be me. If you get pissed off, mad, or whatever, that's you. Now, understand this. I'm a lover of people. I love everybody. I love everybody unconditionally. There's no condition. Have you people up here that's been going back and forth lately on me over this black agenda and reparation? You're upset. That's what it's designed to do. Make you upset. See, I can root out when certain things like that irritate your skin. That let me know who you are. When you try to tell me to back off on this message, instead of me telling you kiss my behind, I just leave it alone because I see where you're coming from. If you don't like the message that I bring out concerning reparations and the black agenda, don't watch the channel. Now, am I always going to talk about that? No. But am I going to talk about that a lot in this election cycle? Yes, because my vote is a bargaining tool. It's bargaining chips. And there's certain things that my community needs, and I'm tired of voting for people who keep asking for the black community vote and don't do nothing for black people. I'm tired of that. I'm sick and tired of that. It pisses me off. Every time these politicians come up there talk, they don't even talk about black agenda no more. They don't even talk about what they're gonna do for black people no more. It's the LGBT community and it's Hispanics. They don't even talk about my other black brothers in the African diaspora. They don't talk about Haitians. They don't talk about Jamaicans. They don't talk about no. They done left the black topic off the table, and they pushing the LGBT community and Hispanic more than blacks. And here we are. We still got a situation that we got to deal with. Sure, it's not like 1960s, and it's definitely not like the 1800s and the 1600s. But we still got systemic issues going on in our community. We're still dealing with serious criminal justice, and people who talking about what they can do for criminal justice. Talk is cheap, man. Where's your record? What have you done lately for criminal justice? What have you did to close the wealth gap between white people and black people? Because the bottom line is whites and blacks built this country. Immigrants came in after that. There was a tension in between that time. There was a fight, there was a struggle for freedom, a struggle for equality. And people died, got brutalized, got burnt, got hung, trying to achieve that. And then when we started our own towns and our own cities and started to work for ourselves and build these prosperous communities, they find some way to burn it down. They find some way to come in and shoot all the blacks in the town and bury them. Or we become sharecroppers. You find some way to rip us off. And you got the nerve to come to me and tell me I need to drop this talk about the black agenda? I need to drop this talk about reparation? You better get out my face with that. Now I'm trying not to cuss. And I got to go to bed. But this is pissing me off. I know, and some of you people are happy that I get pissed off sometimes. I'm not going to get to the point where I overblow myself and lose myself. I'm here to let you know. Let me take these glasses off so you can look at me. You look at my beady little eyes. I'm a black man that still got to worry about walking out this door. I try to dress as nice as I can so I don't look like no thug. But most of the biggest thugs wear suits. Most of the biggest thugs wear blue uniforms with a badge. And I got to worry about going out this door and some super cop jacked up off his power of a badge, throwing me on the ground, putting a knee on my head, and hopefully pray that he don't shoot me for some dumb stuff, like my umbrella being black, sticking out my bag and look like a gun. And you got the nerves to talk to me, oh, you need to forget this, we need to hurry up and just get Bernie in. No, if you want to get Bernie in the office, or Kamala Harris, or Marianne Williams, whoever it is, I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris, I'm not a fan of Cory Booker, I'm not a fan of Pete Buttigieg, I'm not a fan of Beto O'Rourke, I'm not a fan of Joe Biden after that ugly crime bill that decimated my own community, that almost had me locked up because I was standing next to somebody who had some weed. And yeah, I'm going to call Bernie out, I'm going to continue to call him out because he signed for it, and excuses for signing for it is idiotic and it's not enough. And I expect him to say apology about that, or he won't get my vote. Now, you could do whatever the hell you want to do with your vote, because that's your vote, and I would never tell you what to do. I just ask you to be smart and don't be a slut voter. Get to know the people who you're voting for. Have a relationship with them. Call them. Go to your local district and get to know that person. Man, I know politicians left and right here in the Bronx. And I'm working to push some of these politicians out of office. Don't come to me talking to me about, oh, Trump, my family good. Trump gave us a tax cut and we're doing good, but I'm not voting for no racists like that. And neither am I. And I'm not going to vote for somebody who got racist policies either. Because you ain't got to be, Trump say racist things, but we got people in both parties that do racist stuff. They pass racist legislation. And you think they're more better than Trump because Trump is nasty with his racism, with his big fat mouth, telling people to go back to their own country? That ain't the first time I heard about that. See, let me tell you something. Black people have been dealing with racist presidents all our lives. The ones that hurt black people the most are the ones who act like they're for you. Yeah, support me. Put me in office. These are the things that I'm going to do to you. And you're going to turn around and stab us in the back. We did that to Bill Clinton. Now I give Bill Clinton credit for the economy, man. Brothers was making some money back then. Economy was good. It's not like Trump where the unemployment is low because one person is working 2-3 jobs. No, it was one job, that's it. I had rings on my fingers, everything. I had gold in my mouth. But Joe Biden crafted that crime bill. Joe Biden helped push the legislation in the drug war to help dump the drugs into black areas. I'm not going to say black and brown because I'm talking about black stuff right now. Now, usually when you got a black and brown area, there's a black area, there's some brown people. But I'm not focusing on the brown people. I'm focusing on the black people. Specifically, American descendants of slaves. Dump them drugs here and then create the crime bill to prosecute us for being overwhelmed and being the victim of the drug war. That stuff wouldn't happen in Rodeo Drive. Oh, now they had that good drug, that elite drugs, where you don't sell your whole family out, where you don't run out there and start giving people all kind of lewd sexual acts just to get a hit of crack. People wasn't doing that over powder cocaine. I mean, some did, but you still, The bottom line is this. Before you come on my feed talking all this BS, you better listen to what I'm saying right now. You are not my number one concern. My community is my number one concern. Now, you may say that sounds racist. No, it ain't got nothing to do with racism, because I love my white brothers and sisters. I love my Latino brothers. I love everybody. And to my black community who want me to only love black, phooey on you. I love everybody. But do I put my black community first? You doggone right. And until I see a politician specifically address the needs of the black community, not everybody, not policies to help everybody, including black people. This will help everybody, including black. No, I don't want to hear that. There is a gap in the black community between white and black. The dollar gap is too freaking low, which means everything else behind that dollar is low. You know, your dollar has tentacles and it latches on to your health, your education, and all that. And if you ain't got no dollars, you ain't got no tentacles to latch on to good health, good education, being able to start your own business, none of that. Inheritances are almost unheard of. We started getting our inheritance from 1940s to pretty much now, and that inheritance is gone. But the white community has been building inheritance since the day they got here, and they passed it on for generations after generation after generation. That is why there's a gap, and that is why we're making a demand for a black agenda and for reparation. And the first phase of it is to check, just like you did with the Native Americans, just like you did with the Holocaust victim, just like you did with the Japanese and whoever. There's a whole list, even in scripture. Republicans, because Republicans, they don't want to talk about this. I'm going to deal with this stuff a little bit longer. It's not going to always all the time be here. But I just had to get this off my chest. Republicans love to try not to talk about reparation. Well, you had Barack Obama, the first black president. That's your reparation. You know, son, Mitch McConnell, I got something I could tell you to suck, and it ain't a lemon. First of all, Barack Obama was half white, half black. Second, half his side owned slaves. The other one was from Africa. So Barack Obama never knew what it was like to grow up as a black kid in a black neighborhood, dealing with racism, racist cops, people trying to take over your neighborhoods. He didn't have to deal with that. Barack Obama was raised by his grandparents in the Midwest, his white grandparents. He was raised in Hawaii. Hawaii is not Philadelphia. It is not the Bronx. And then he was raised in Malaysia. So I'm sorry, and you may not like this, because I know you like Obama. Obama did not know what it's like to grow up black. He went to Chicago, and his few years there as community organizer was his first interaction as an adult of what it's like to grow up in the black community. And thank God for Jeremiah Wright, his pastor, giving him more information on what it's like to grow up in the black community. But you watching the results of what it's like to grow up in the black community and you actually growing up in the black community is two different things. And you wonder why most black people understand that even though he made the office look way better than Trump, even though he had a certain class about him, even though he never ran people down, he was totally opposite from Trump. He never could identify with growing up as a black kid. Even then, in his speeches, he was always say, Trayvon Martin looked like me. That's all. He looked like me. I fear my daughters, Sasha, Malia. I pray for them every day. And my wife. Now, Sasha Malia, descendants of slaves. Michelle Obama, ADOS. Barack Obama, neither. So, after all these years of us going out there voting for this politician, that politician, all because they say they're going to do something for the black community, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of us carrying a vote for the Democratic Party, you're going to get upset now because you're afraid that your favorite politician may not get the black vote. You're afraid that black people are going as far as saying, look, no black agenda, no reparation, no vote. Now, I can't tell people what to do with their vote. If they don't want to vote and they feel like they have a reason that they're not going to vote, that's on them. You got to understand what people are doing in this election cycle. We're not slut voting. We're not just going to give our support to a politician that fast. Number one, we got over a year. Number two, we got trash right now running for office. Trash. All these people running for office copy Bernie Sanders. Then you need to just support Bernie Sanders. Not even that. Because right now, even though Bernie Sanders is the strongest candidate by far, don't you listen to the news, don't you listen to them freaking polls. Most of them polls are taken with conservative Democrats who hate Bernie because Bernie is not a conservative Democrat. When they say conservative Democrat, lightweight Republican who happen to be in the Democratic Party. People like Joe Biden, mostly centrics. They're only asking those questions to them. So don't be fooled by the poll. Bernie Sanders is actually the strongest person running right now in many polls, and the only one in many polls that's beating Trump right now. Joe Biden ain't beating Trump like Bernie is beating Trump. Elizabeth Warren not beating Trump like Bernie is beating Trump. I love Tulsi Gabbard, but she's not beating Trump like Bernie is beating Trump. And when I say I love the policies. I don't know the politicians that say I love them because I don't know them. Oh, I just love Bernie. You don't know Bernie. In my personal book, Bernie got two things right now he need to deal with. Well, actually three. Before I would even entertain pushing people to vote for Bernie Sanders, because I'm not into pushing people to vote for a politician season, not right now. It's too early. You may be, and you go do your thing, but I'm not doing that. And yet, who the hell are you to tell me I gotta do that? You got some fool up here. Yeah, I called you a fool because what you said was a foolish thing to say out of your foolish mouth. Oh, we need to play chess. We said that same crap when Bernie was running for office, and he played chess, and he let Hillary Clinton checkmate his behind when they crooked and rigged the election, and he lost because they rigged it. And he let them checkmate his behind because he silenced himself. Well, I got to be quiet because my number one goal is to defeat Trump, and we got to be quiet, and I'm going to support whoever the nominee is. Then it is not your goal to defeat Trump. Because any person running ain't going to be able to defeat that man. That man's base is strong. What you should have did was said, look, you cheated me, which means you broken your own bylaws, which gives me the authority to run as an independent. You do understand that the voter turnout was low because he got screwed? You do understand that if he would have ran for independent, he would have won 2016? Because the independents and half the Democrats and some Republicans were willing to vote for him? That people only joined the Democratic Party to support him? But now the magic is back. Feel the Burn Part 2 is back. No, it's not, because he still haven't dealt with election fraud. He haven't even got with Tulsi Gabbard to call him out on that. He's still saying I'm gonna support the Democratic nominee no matter what. Even if they cheat me again, I'm still gonna support them. And you know the old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And y'all gonna look at me because I refuse to be an idiot again? No, if you want to be an idiot and be fooled again, that's on you. There's nothing guaranteeing that that man won't get cheated again. Now, first he need to call out the cheating that happened last year, and he need to do like Donald Trump said, scare the crap out of him, saying, I'm here to let you know again, if y'all cheat me out of this election again, I'm not supporting the Democratic nominee. Hell no. I'm running as an independent. Because ain't no way these fools running can defeat that man. So I'm letting you now, you better watch yourself. Check yourself. You pull that funny stuff with me, I'm running independent. And this time, I'm taking half of your people. I'm already taking some of Trump people, because a lot of those people went to Trump because the Democrats screwed them, and they're not going to enable them by still voting for a Democrat after the Democratic screwed them out of their candidate nominee. Now, look, I'm not going to keep going on this. I got a series called Did Bernie Sanders Kill His Own Revolution? Go and watch that. It's on the playlist. Go and watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But in this election, he need to call it out before it even gets started. Remember, we still at the start stage. He need to call it out. Now, you cheat me, I'm running independent. He need to make that statement and scare the crap out of the Democratic Party, because they're going to do whatever they can to screw him. Second, Nina Turner, the black woman who run our revolution, has been working for this man, busting her behind for this man, caping for this man, but yet I gotta give her props. She ain't no joke. She pretty much gave up her political career in the Democratic Party supporting this man, and for this man not to offer her the VP position. I know y'all saying, well, Tosi should be, Tosi probably would make a good VP, but this woman knows his vision more than anybody. So for him to not offer would be an insult to the black community, to me, because you got this woman who done everything in the world to lift you up, and you gonna deny her the opportunity to be vice president? She done gave up her whole career. She pretty much done running for office, man. The Democrats ain't gonna support her. Tried to run for governor. The Democrats wasn't gonna give her any support. They don't like her because she supported Bernie Sanders over Hillary Clinton. She's done. Finito. Political career is over with. So if he don't offer her the VP position, he struck out strike number 2. And strike number 3, which is really strike number 1. If he do not go and spend time with the black community now, I'm not talking about Nina Turner, I'm not talking about Killer Mike, but I thank God that Killer Mike is opening his ears to the ADOS agenda. How far he's gonna go, we'll see. Will he influence Nina Turner to meet with ADOS and listen to them and take that agenda back to Bernie Sanders? That's up to Nina Turner, a black ADOS woman, and Killer Mike, a black ADOS man, who is open to listen to Yvette Carnell, Antonio Moore. Hopefully he's listening to Professor Black Truth. Hopefully he's listening to Dr. Claude Anderson and all the experts in the area of reparations and putting forth a black agenda in your policy. Go as far as having a black initiative team assembled, getting advice from the people who've been dealing with this for a while. Now, I'm sorry. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. I'm not apologizing. I have nothing to apologize for. Always remember this, your vote is your vote. Don't you dare let nobody tell you how to vote. You got to come to that conclusion. They can inspire you. They can tell you what a candidate offer, but they shouldn't, it should be against the law for somebody to shame you because you didn't vote the way they wanted you to vote. They have to worry about their own vote. You only get one vote. Keep your mouth, keep your mind on who I vote for. A lot of people are pissed off at Trump voters. They don't understand some of those Trump voters are not racist. Some of them Trump voters were former Bernie Sanders voters who were independent, who can't stand the Democratic Party, but was willing to vote for Bernie Sanders. Then you got some people who never voted, was willing to go out and vote for Bernie Sanders in 2016. But Bernie Sanders got screwed, and he allowed them to take it and screw him. Why you say that, Robert? Because he didn't say nothing. He shut up. I would be pissed off, man, and I'm coming for your throat politically if I found out you cheated me. I'm not going to sit there and join your side and support and go out there and campaign for the person who cheated me. You out your mind. And the problem is, he can do that. That's why I refuse to give my support to anybody he refused to call out. His own crooked party that he's running in. He need to blast that out. And he shouldn't expect to get anybody's support until he do. Now, if you want to support him, whether you do that or not, that's on you. But don't look at me, bruh. Who the hell are you? Get out my face. Worry about your own vote. If you want to be fooled twice, you go for it. But a person who loves to be fooled is a fool themselves. And I'm not going to be a fool. They call them a fool's fool. A person who don't mind being fooled, a person who don't mind being screwed over again, that's a fool. Now, again, my number one focus in this election is make sure every politician hold their feet to the fire early and put in their face that you need to have a black agenda if you want the black vote. Specific policies to close the wealth gap between black and whites. You, the president, I don't care if you're a white man, white woman, I don't care. Black woman, black man, I don't care. You be Chinese, Oriental, I don't care. You can be from, I don't care. I don't care about all that. Don't come to me talking about how black you are and you listen to Tupac and you smoke weed. I don't care. You want the black vote. To be specific, if you want this black vote, what is your black agenda? Tell me about it. Do you support reparations, and do you support reparations in the form of check? If you don't, right now, go ahead. And for you who are on here that don't like that, because you fear that if I don't support your candidate gonna lose, then that's on you, Doc. Worry about your own vote. What I suggest you do, if you like your favorite candidate and you want your favorite candidate to win, you go tell your favorite candidate to meet with the black community, listen to them, get your pen and your pad down, take notes, stop telling them what you're going to do for them, and let them tell you what you need to do for them. And now, do I got to repeat that? If you're scared that your favorite candidate is not going to win the Democratic primaries, I don't care who you are. If you're so afraid, and you should be afraid, you should be very afraid, because the black community has been carrying the votes for the Democratic Party for over 40, 50 years and got nothing out of it. Now we're saying, enough of that, finito, nah, it stops. You want our vote, you can get it. But this is what you got to do. No more freebies. I remember a girl told me one time, no more freebie, I need a commitment. I wasn't ready to commit, man, but it was good, man. It was good. I like, please, baby, don't do this. I need you to commit. Why you gonna do this to me? Please don't. Boy, it was good. It was excellent. I didn't want to stop, but she stopped me. But then I respect her for that. How many times do she put herself out there giving up something that's special to her, that should be special. Guys just want to get sex out of what a woman don't want to commit. A woman can like that, can put instant value on her goodies. You can put instant value on your goodies. I used to be the type of dude, man, I go to the club, get drunk, I dance with a girl, I put that suave on, next thing you know, I'm waking up in the bed and I'm seeing 2 kids that's not mine, and then I'm rolling over, waking up from my drunk, finding out who I just slept with. That's a hard life, man. And you got to go to the doctor, get a checkup, and then you got to wonder if you got any kids running around. That's a hard life, man. I instantly put value on myself when I said I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to court, I'm going to date, I'm not doing much of nothing, even though I want to bad. I'm going to fight this thing because I'm valuable, I'm worthy. Now, you ain't got to do that. I know how some of y'all bunch of freaks out there get, y'all gonna get your freak on anyway. But me, I wanted to bring some value to myself that, look, I got skills, I got gifts, and I got talent, and I can't just be giving that to just any woman. I can't. And that's how I feel about my vote. My vote is precious and valuable. It's a gift, it's a talent, and I ain't just giving it to any politician that say they're gonna do something for me. The problem is, we don't have nobody, and I mean nobody, even your favorite politician, saying what they're gonna do for the black community. Oh, they talk about Medicare for all, or they talking about no-cost college, but they don't understand that ain't gonna close the wealth gap between blacks and white. And black America need to get that gap closed by any means necessary. Now, I'm not saying taking up no stupid gun and arms and do nothing foolish, but with this vote, we are using this to say, you want this, you come get it, but you better believe you're going to give up something for it. If you want to win the primaries, the Democratic primaries, you got to come to the black community and you got to give us what we're asking for. Problem is, and this is to the person who made that statement, none of them came to us to ask us what we want. So how can you say we're running out of a burning building? Who wants to run into a burning building, bruh, to put it out? Not if I'm risking my life doing it. No, that burning building will burn if I'm gonna risk my life. So the burning building that you call the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, it can burn to hell if it means my black people are going to continue to ride around with this wealth gap. Now, most of you popping your chops up here haven't really done a real study on the wealth gap between black and whites and how crucial it is for the survival of black American descendants of slaves. Because right now, everybody is getting special treatment other than black people who were foundational black people who built this country, and while white people got wealthy for it. So I'm almost done, man. Let me take off these glasses. Here's the deal. Listen to me closely. You trollers out there, listen to me closely. Some of them I know, some of them I don't know. Listen to me closely. You don't mean crap to me more than the survival of my community. You don't. Some of you are in your ivory towers. Some of you white with your privilege. And you want what you want so bad that you want us to continue to vote for your candidates without your candidates telling us what they're going to do for us. I mean, Janet Jackson said it better than anybody. What have you done for me lately? The whole song was about you ain't getting nothing from me. You ain't did nothing for me. So why you expect me to do something for you? What have you done for me lately? Another old school song say you got to have a job if you want to be with me. You better, it's the same mindset. You got to have a black agenda if you want to get the black vote. Because ain't nothing going on. We want to go from renting to being homeowners. But we still got systemic BS going on because of that. Oh, but this politician say he's going to do that. Talk is cheap. Close that wealth gap. Now that's talking. That's real action. Close the wealth gap. The only way you can close is with the concrete black agenda with reparations attached to it, to the tune of trillions. And whether you like it or not, you can't talk us out of this. It ain't going nowhere. It's just going to get grown. It's going to be defiant after a while. The more you try to shut this down, that includes people on my chat, people in the comment section, all the way to Congress trying to shut this thing down. Because they tried to do that a few weeks ago. You're not shutting this down, Congress. And all you punk politicians who got on that stage, who got in that assembly and start talking down reparations, you gonna lose black business. You gonna lose black dollars. And you mess around and go in the wrong neighborhood, you probably lose something else. Because black folks are tired of this stuff, man. We're tired of being used and abused, and you not doing what you promised to do for us, and we keep putting your butt in office. It's done. It's a wrap. It's not happening. And for you who don't like it, then fooey on you. Because you can say what all you want. You can go back and forth with me on the chat. I'm not going to go back and forth because I got things to do. But you can keep running your mouth on the chat section. It's not going to stop the ADOS agenda. It's not going to stop the talk of reparation. It's not going to stop the push of reparation. And you're not going. And there is a qualified demand on a vote. If you want to vote, there's a demand that need to be fulfilled. And if you don't fulfill it, yes, the black vote is going to end up being suppressed. Why? Don't fault the black people for it. Fault your politicians because they don't have enough guts and courage and balls to listen to us, to hear from us, understand our needs, our pressing needs in this community and in America in general. Listen to us. Let us tell you. The greatest politician is the politician that hears from the community and goes to Washington, D.C. and advocates for the community. Those are the greatest politicians. That's what we need. And until one of those politicians actually do that, I won't consider them great. I won't consider them a vanguard. I won't consider them a clairvoyant voice. I won't consider them that until they take time out, stop yipping and yapping and running your mouth, and go to the black community and let the black community tell you the most pressing needs, and you do whatever you can to advocate it. We're not talking about the policies and the plans that you got for all people. That's great. And yes, we're included. But that is not going to close the wealth gap between blacks and whites. And that gap have to get closed. And some of you don't like it. You want to keep it that way. No, it's not going to be that way. The American dream was built on the backs and on the nightmare of American slavery. People come to this country looking for the American dream. And who built that American dream? It was built on the backs of black people. Blacks were brutalized, murdered. There was all kind of black holocaust that was going on in the United States that your schools refuse to tell you about. But I'll tell you about it on this channel. We'll be talking about it soon. The Devil's Punch Bowl, where 30,000 people were slaughtered and thrown in a pit, black people, for stupid, nefarious reasons. Black Wall Street, white community got so jealous that they burned the town down. Anyway, let me stop. I'm rambling, man. Back to you guys. Look, I don't mind people trolling in the comment section, but when you come at me with some BS, man, slow your roll. I'm gonna try not to even comment, but I may end up getting to going back and forth. Not doing that. I'll come up here and remind you, and I'll look you dead in the eye like I'm looking at you right now. In order for you to stop the ADOS agenda, the movement, and the call for reparations, let me tell you something. We ride or die in this thing. We gonna ride it until we die. And ain't no tomfoolery fool gonna tell us how to run this thing. No black person's gonna tell us, especially a person that's not ADOS. You're not gonna tell us how this thing gonna get done. You're not gonna shame us in doing this. And you're not gonna try to put your agenda before ours. If you got an agenda, push your agenda, leave ours alone. Now, I am in support of the ADOS movement. I am in support of reparation. And I am in full support of doing whatever I can to eliminate white supremacy. Because it's in the forefront, the side, and the back of black suppression all these years, including in the Republican and Democratic Party. I'm going to push back on it. I'm going to push back on any politician, even your favorite politician, if he voted for white supremacy legislation that decimated the black community. From Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, you name it. Pete Buttigieg and the way he's handling the black issue going on in his own state. No, I'm calling you out for it. And no, you're not going to get my vote until you apologize and make amends by coming to the black community and listen to us and advocate for our needs. And then you might get my vote. I may forgive you as a politician, you might get my vote. But until then, this thing is taking off. And ain't a damn thing you can do about it. And you know who I'm talking about. So you can keep yipping and yapping in your mouth. You can keep getting frustrated. And you can get mad because I'm not supporting Bernie Sanders up front. No, I'm a smart voter now. I'm not a dumb voter and I'm not a slut voter. I'm not just giving my support to somebody right now. That's me. I got friends that's full-fledged in support of Tulsi Gabbard. I want to see some more things come out of Tulsi Gabbard. I got time. I seen Tulsi Gabbard blow off a person who talked about a black agenda and a black agenda in reparation. I saw her blow the dude off. I got a problem with that. But right now, Bernie and Tulsi is the best thing that the Democratic Party has. So, of course, I'm going to use my vote and put it in their face. Number one, call them out for any ungodly legislation that decimated my community or harmed my community. Call them to the carpet for them and make a demand for them to apologize or make atonement for it and fix the issue. Come up with a policy to fix the issue. And mainly that policy has to come from within the black community and put on their platform, not from their platform to speak out to the black community. It don't work that way no more. You come to the black community, hear our needs, hear our concerns, hear our warrants, hear our cries, and you go advocate for that. Until then, you're not getting my vote. Yes, you're going to advocate for a black agenda, just like you advocated for LGBTQ agenda, just like you advocated for a Hispanic agenda. You're going to get back to advocating for a black agenda, or forget the vote. And if you don't like it out there in YouTube land,
you know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
Hey, this is Robert Brown with the Raw Report. I want to thank you for watching this particular segment of the Raw Report. Now, before you go, make sure you smash that like button, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share this particular video. Hit the notification bell. That way you can be alerted whenever we get a new video done and uploaded. Whoop, there it is. But I do try to offer programs available to you that will save you money. So when you get a chance, go to the EJ for All, E, letter J, number 4, all.com, and get educated on one of the most powerful legal protection programs on the face of this planet.
everybody at least need to know about this phenomenal program. I've been a member for 10 years and it got me out of a lot of situations, saved me a ton of money. And then also, I have a new streaming service available. It's called IXQ TV for $39 a month. You get access to over 6,000 high quality HD channels, premium channels, you name it, movie channels, sports channel, the best sport packages around. If you're international from another country, you get access to the channels back home. You name it, kids, entertainment, you name it, it's available for you. So go to DominionIXQTV.com, DominionIXQTV.com, and hey, go ahead and put your information in there and get the free trial. Yep, we'll send you a free trial, let you try it out, and I'm telling you, you will love it. And we have a refer for, pay no more ever. As long as you got those 4 people using the service, you never have to pay a cable bill another day in your life. And all those people who support either of those 2 services, I'm going to make sure you have access to the Patreon channel for free. All right, well, I'm Robert Brown with the Rob Report. Holla at you later. Peace.